Have you ever stood up from a chair, felt your legs wobble underneath you, and thought, when did it get this hard just to stand? Maybe stairs that used to be nothing now leave your thighs burning. Maybe getting out of the car feels like a little workout. Or maybe you've had a scary moment where your legs just didn't catch you the way they used to, and you grabbed onto the wall or a piece of furniture and thought, if I fall, I might not get back up. If you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or even your 90s, you already know this. Strong legs are the difference between independence and dependence. They're the difference between walking to the mailbox on your own and waiting for someone else to bring the mail in. Between stepping into the shower confidently and needing help. Between enjoying a walk with your grandchild and watching from the chair. We often talk about exercises for strong legs. We talk about balance, walking, and staying active. All of that is important. But there's another piece that doesn't get nearly enough attention. What's feeding those leg muscles from the inside? As we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients quite as well. Appetite changes. We may eat less variety. Some medications can interfere with how vitamins are used. Slowly, quietly, the fuel that keeps our leg muscles strong can drop lower and lower, until one day we notice we're weaker, slower, and more unsteady than we ever expected. Here's the hopeful part. There are specific vitamins that play a powerful role in muscle strength, balance, and bone support in older age. When these are low, your legs can feel tired, shaky, or weak. When they're at healthy levels, together with movement and good medical care, they can help your body hold on to strength far longer than many people realize, even into your 80s and 90s. If you're over 65, or you love someone who is, you might already be wondering, am I getting what my muscles actually need? Could part of my weakness be coming from inside, not just from getting old? Are there simple things I can talk to my doctor about that might help my legs feel more solid again? You are not alone in those questions. Many seniors assume weak legs are just part of aging, full stop. But the truth is more hopeful. While we can't turn back the clock, we can often support our muscles and bones much better than we are right now. And sometimes, paying attention to the right vitamins can be one of the missing pieces. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 vital vitamins for strong legs in old age, the ones researchers and doctors watch closely when they're trying to protect strength, balance, and mobility in seniors. By the end of this video, you'll understand which vitamins are especially important for muscle function, nerves, and bones, why low levels can make your legs feel weaker, more tired, or more prone to cramps. How to have smarter conversations with your doctor about checking your levels and supporting them safely through food or supplements when appropriate, and we'll do this in a realistic way. This is not about swallowing a magic pill and suddenly sprinting like a teenager. It's about understanding how your body works now, in this season of life, and giving your legs the nutrients they quietly need to keep carrying you, step by step, for as many years as possible. And stay with me until the very end, because the 7th vitamin we'll talk about is one that many older adults have never even thought about. Yet it may have a surprising impact not just on your legs, but on your energy, mood, and overall vitality in later life. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Vitamin D, the leg strength and balance protector. If there's one vitamin that keeps showing up in research on older adults and muscle strength, it's vitamin D. This is the one your body makes from sunlight, and it helps your gut absorb calcium. But it doesn't just protect bones. It also plays a big role in muscle function and balance, especially in your legs. Low vitamin D levels have been linked to weaker muscles, more difficulty standing up and walking, higher risk of falls in older adults. As we age, we often spend less time in direct sunlight, cover up more when we go outside, have skin that doesn't make vitamin D as easily as it used to, may have kidneys that don't activate vitamin D as well. All of that means it's very common for seniors to have low vitamin D without realizing it. Think of Joan, 78. She told her doctor, "My legs just feel weak all the time. I thought it was just old age." She wasn't going for long walks anymore. Getting out of a chair felt like a chore. Her doctor checked her vitamin D, and it was quite low. With a safe supplement plan, some gentle leg exercises, and follow-ups, Joan noticed that over time, standing and walking didn't feel quite as impossible. It didn't turn her into an athlete, but it gave her enough of a boost to feel like her legs belonged to her again. This doesn't mean everyone needs a large vitamin D supplement. Too much vitamin D can also be harmful. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about whether you should have your vitamin D level checked. Ask if a supplement is appropriate for you, and at what dose. Combine vitamin D with movement, not instead of it. Ask yourself, have I ever had my vitamin D level checked, and if not, is it worth asking about at my next appointment, especially if my legs feel weak or I'm afraid of falling? Number 2. Vitamin B12, the nerves and energy support for your legs. Your leg muscles don't work on their own. They're controlled by nerves, tiny electrical lines running from your spinal cord all the way down to your feet. Vitamin B12 is crucial for keeping those nerves healthy and for making red blood cells that carry oxygen to your muscles. When B12 is low, you can feel numbness or tingling in your feet or legs, weakness or heaviness in your legs, trouble with balance, fatigue and low energy, even memory or mood changes. Here's the tricky part. As we get older, our bodies often don't absorb B12 as well from food. Certain medications, like common acid-reducing drugs for heartburn, can make absorption harder. So even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, foods that contain B12, your level might still be low. Imagine Daniel, 82. He thought he was just getting clumsy. His feet felt odd, like he was walking on cotton. Sometimes his legs felt weak and unsteady. He almost fell twice while getting out of bed. His doctor decided to check his B12 level, and it was low. After starting B12 treatment under medical guidance, his sensation improved somewhat, and his walking became more confident. Not perfect, but better. This is why B12 matters so much for leg strength and safety. If your nerves aren't firing correctly, your muscles can't respond the way you want them to. You cannot diagnose B12 deficiency just by how you feel. Some people have no symptoms. Others feel symptoms even with mildly low levels. That's why it's worth asking your doctor if B12 testing is right for you, especially if you're older and have numbness, tingling, or balance problems. Never start large doses on your own without telling your healthcare provider, because B12 levels should be monitored and other causes of symptoms should be checked too. Ask yourself, could some of the clumsiness or tiredness in my legs be related to my nerves and B12 levels, and have I ever had that checked? Number 3. Vitamin B6 and folate, the support crew for nerves, blood, and muscle function. Vitamin B12 often gets the spotlight, but it's part of a team. Other B vitamins, especially vitamin B6 and folate, sometimes called vitamin B9, also play important roles in nerve health, red blood cell production, processing proteins and amino acids that help build and repair muscle. When B6 and folate are low, you may notice more fatigue, weakness, sometimes numbness or tingling, poor appetite. Older adults can be at higher risk for these shortages because of reduced appetite or smaller meals, less variety in the diet, alcohol use, certain medications and medical conditions. Think of your leg muscles like a construction site. Protein is the building material, but B vitamins are like the workers and tools. If the workers don't show up, the building slows down, even if the bricks are sitting there. Consider Rosa, 76, who rarely cooked for herself after her husband died. She lived mostly on toast, tea, and a couple of snack foods. Over time, her energy dropped. Her legs felt weak whenever she walked more than a short distance. When her doctor and dietitian looked at her diet and blood work, they noticed she was low in several B vitamins, including folate and B6. With guidance, she added more variety: leafy greens, beans, eggs, and some fortified foods. In some cases, the doctor may also recommend supplements. Here's what you can do. Talk with your healthcare provider before starting any B-complex supplement, especially if you have kidney disease or other health issues. Ask if your tiredness and leg weakness could be related to nutrition and whether any blood work is appropriate. Try, within your limits and preferences, to include a bit more variety in your meals. Things like leafy greens, beans, lentils, eggs, whole grains, and other nutrient-rich foods, if you can tolerate them. Ask yourself, have my meals quietly shrunk down to the same few foods? And could my legs be asking for a little more nutritional variety, especially from B vitamins? If you're still listening, comment the number 2 below so we know you're here. And if these conversations matter to you, consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep creating videos like this for older adults and their families. Now, let's move forward. Number 4. Vitamin C, the repair and recovery helper for muscles and blood vessels. Vitamin C is famous for immune support, but it also plays an important role in keeping your muscles and blood vessels healthy, especially in your legs. Vitamin C helps your body make collagen, a key part of tendons, ligaments, and blood vessel walls, fight oxidative stress, which can damage cells over time, absorb iron from plant foods, which supports red blood cells and oxygen delivery. If you're low in vitamin C, you might notice feeling more tired, slower wound healing, bruising more easily, gum problems in very low levels, muscle pain and weakness in older age. Some people eat less fresh fruits and vegetables. Maybe it's harder to get to the store. Maybe chewing certain foods is difficult. Maybe cooking for one just doesn't feel worth the effort. Quietly, vitamin C intake can drop. Think about Walter, 85. He lived alone and mostly ate canned soup, toast, and coffee. Fruit and vegetables rarely made it onto his plate. Over time, he felt weaker and more tired. His legs cramped at night. A nurse who visited him suggested adding simple sources of vitamin C he liked, like oranges, soft berries, or even a small glass of 100% orange juice if his doctor said it was okay for his blood sugar. This isn't about turning your diet upside down. It's about asking, can I add one piece of fruit or one serving of vegetables to my day? What's realistic for my teeth, my digestion, and my budget? Some people may also use supplements, but vitamin C is usually easy to get through food if you have access to it. Always talk to your doctor before starting high-dose supplements, especially if you have kidney issues. Ask yourself, when was the last time I regularly ate foods rich in vitamin C? And could my legs be asking for a bit more help with repair and circulation? Number 5. Vitamin K, the bone and balance partner for your legs. When we think about strong legs, we often think of muscles, but those muscles are hanging on to bones. If your bones are fragile, every stumble and misstep becomes more dangerous. That's where vitamin K comes in. Vitamin K helps your body use calcium properly, support bone strength, maintain healthy blood clotting. There are different forms of vitamin K, and they're found in foods like leafy green vegetables, spinach, kale, collard greens, some plant oils, and fermented foods. For seniors, vitamin K is particularly important because bone density tends to decline with age. Falls become more likely as balance worsens. Combining weak bones with a fall can lead to fractures, which can be life-changing. Imagine Margaret, 80, who has osteoporosis. Her doctor talks to her not only about calcium and vitamin D, but also about vitamin K from food. Because she's on a blood thinner, they review her diet carefully together. Vitamin K affects some blood thinner medications, so changes must be made with medical guidance, not randomly. That's one of the most important points here. If you're on blood thinners, like warfarin, vitamin K intake has to be managed carefully with your doctor. Sudden big changes in vitamin K, either high-dose supplements or large swings in intake, can change how your blood thinner works. If you're not on those medications, your doctor or dietitian may be more flexible about encouraging vitamin K-rich foods as part of an overall bone-healthy diet. Ask yourself, have I ever talked with my doctor about vitamin K, especially if I'm on blood-thinning medication or have bone loss? Could the strength of my legs be limited by the strength of the bones underneath? Leg strength is more than muscle. It's the whole chain: bone, muscle, tendons, joints, and nerves. Vitamin K is one piece of that chain. Number 6. Vitamin E, the cell protection partner for aging muscles. Vitamin E is an antioxidant, which means it helps protect your cells, including muscle cells, from certain types of damage over time. It works together with other nutrients to support healthy membranes around your cells. Protection against oxidative stress, which accumulates with age and can affect muscles, nerves, and blood vessels. You find vitamin E in foods like nuts, seeds, plant oils, and some vegetables. For older adults, vitamin E might quietly matter more because our bodies have had many more years of wear and tear from life and environment. Diets that are very low in healthy fats can sometimes be low in vitamin E as well. Now, it's important not to think of vitamin E as a magic solution. Very high doses of vitamin E supplements have been linked in some studies to increased risks, especially when taken in large amounts without medical supervision. So this is a nutrient where food first is often the safest strategy unless your doctor instructs otherwise. Picture Helen, 79, who cut almost all fats from her diet years ago because she heard fat is bad. She lived mostly on crackers, low-fat products, and sweets. A dietitian helped her slowly add back moderate amounts of healthy fats, like a small handful of nuts, a spoon of olive oil on vegetables, or some seeds sprinkled on her breakfast. This supported her overall nutrition, including vitamin E, and made her feel more satisfied and energized. Ask yourself, have I been avoiding almost all dietary fat, and could I, with my doctor's input, gently include some healthier sources that also bring vitamin E and other nutrients my muscles need? Number 7. A bonus, that's not a vitamin, but is absolutely vital: protein. Our title promised 7 vital vitamins, but we'd be doing you a disservice if we did not talk about one more thing that is not technically a vitamin, yet is essential for strong legs at any age: protein. Your leg muscles are made largely of protein. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass more easily, a process called sarcopenia. If you're not eating enough protein, your body has a harder time maintaining and repairing the muscles in your thighs, calves, and hips. Even if every single vitamin we've talked about today is perfect, your legs will still feel weak if your body doesn't have the basic building blocks to maintain muscle. Signs you might not be getting enough protein can include thinner muscles, especially in your thighs, feeling weaker when standing or climbing stairs, healing more slowly after illness or surgery, losing weight without trying. Older adults sometimes eat less protein because appetite decreases, chewing is harder, dental issues, they feel like a little toast and tea is enough, cooking feels tiring or lonely. Consider Frank, 81. He lived alone and often had half a sandwich for lunch and soup for dinner. His doctor noticed his muscles were shrinking and his legs were weaker. A dietitian helped him find realistic ways to add a bit more protein, like yogurt, eggs, beans, or soft fish, within what he could chew and afford. Over time, his strength and energy improved. This doesn't mean you should suddenly double your protein or change your diet dramatically on your own, especially if you have kidney disease or other medical conditions. It does mean it's worth asking your healthcare team, am I getting enough protein for my age and health? What are some realistic, safe ways to increase it if I need to? Ask yourself, have my meals become lighter and smaller over the years? And could my legs be struggling because they're simply not getting enough muscle building material anymore? Altogether, these nutrients, vitamin D, B12, B6 and folate, vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin E, and adequate protein, work like a support team behind the scenes. They don't replace movement, medical care, or fall prevention strategies. But without them, it's much harder for your legs to stay strong, stable, and ready to carry you through the years ahead. You don't need to turn your life upside down tomorrow. You don't need a bag full of random supplements. The real power comes from understanding what your body needs now, at this age, having honest conversations with your doctor or dietitian. Making small, steady changes, adding a food here, checking a level there, adjusting a supplement safely when needed. Your legs have carried you for decades. With the right support from the inside, they may be able to carry you much longer than you think, even into your 90s. Final thoughts. We've just walked through 7 vital vitamins and nutrients for strong legs in old age. Vitamin D helps support muscle function and balance and may reduce fall risk. Vitamin B12 supports nerves and red blood cells so your legs can feel and move properly. Vitamin B6 and folate, the support crew for nerves, blood, and muscle repair. Vitamin C helps with repair, blood vessels, and recovery. Vitamin K supports bones and proper use of calcium, which matters for every step you take. Vitamin E helps protect aging muscle cells from certain kinds of damage and are bonus protein, not a vitamin, but absolutely essential building material for leg muscle. If you heard these and thought, no wonder my legs feel the way they do, that's not a failure, it's information. For many older adults, weak or wobbly legs aren't just about getting old. They're about a body that's been running low on key nutrients for years, quietly doing its best with what it has. This video is not about turning you into a bodybuilder at 95. It's about giving your legs every possible advantage to keep doing their job, helping you stand, walk, climb, and live your life with as much independence as your health allows. And here's the hopeful part. You don't have to fix everything at once. You don't have to swallow a handful of random pills from the store. You don't have to figure it out alone. What you can do is bring this knowledge to your doctor or dietitian and say, can we talk about whether any of these vitamins or my protein intake might be affecting my strength and balance? Ask if any simple blood tests are appropriate for you, like vitamin D, B12, folate, etc. Look gently at your meals and ask, could I add one more nourishing thing a day? Some protein, a fruit, a vegetable, a healthy fat? Combine better nutrition with safe movement, like walking, chair exercises, or physical therapy if recommended. Small changes, repeated over time, can quietly support your legs far more than you might expect. So ask yourself, which of these 7 stood out to me the most? Was it vitamin D, B12, the B vitamins, vitamin C or K, vitamin E? Or the simple truth that my body might need more protein than I'm giving it? Then ask, what is one small step I can take this week to support my legs from the inside? Maybe it's scheduling an appointment, writing down your questions, adding 1 serving of a nutrient-rich food, or finally asking about that nagging leg weakness instead of just blaming old age. Your legs have carried you through decades of work, caregiving, struggle, and joy. Supporting them now, with nutrients, with movement, and with wise medical guidance, is a way of saying thank you to your own body. Thank you for joining us today and for caring about your strength, not just your years. In the comments below, share one change you're willing to make for your leg health, whether it's asking your doctor about a vitamin level, adding a little more protein, or doing a few extra leg strengthening exercises each day. Your ideas might encourage another senior who's afraid their walking days are over. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member who wants to stay on their feet as long as possible. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire older adults and their families. Thank you for watching. Take gentle care of your legs and the body they carry, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.